Hey there Pokemon fans, with the just announced team score for the upcoming Pokemon Sun and Moon games got me thinking about all the years I have been playing Pokemon, and how each and every Evil team we have faced so far has their own unique charm to them. So, I found it very fitting to count down the teams I feel are the greatest so far. Don't forget this is an opinion based list, and you are all free to share who do you think is the best Pokemon Evil team as of now in the comments below. So with all that formality out of the way, let's begin with the list. At the number 5 spot, we have the evil team that started it all. Team Rocket will always hold a special place on my list. Their evil goals were simple. They just wanted to get money, so they stole things like fossils, broke into people's properties, and they were just a genuinely gang of troublemakers. There was no doubt that they were just plain evil. And of course, it is commonly agreed that they operated as a form of a mafia. Giovanni, the evil team leader, looked at the very least menacing and someone you wouldn't like to mess with. While you don't get to see him again until Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the final fight with this mafia boss was epic, since for the very first time a gym leader had a diverse team that was ready to take you down. So in the number 4 spot we have Team Skull. Not the new Team Skull, but the OG from the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I want to bring them not because they were extraordinary, but to point out how the new evil team for Pokemon Sun and Moon is not a complete new concept. I know that many of you who are fans of the Mystery Dungeon series picked that up right away, that the new evil team's name sounded familiar. This evil team was composed of Skuntank, Koffing, and Zubat. Like Team Rocket, they try to deceive innocent Pokemon and steal their treasures. They were just a team of greedy and selfish Pokemon. But this does raise the question, will the new Team Skull use any of these Pokemon? I really think they are very fitting, especially Koffing, with the skull design. So I expect to be poisoned very often when facing the new grunts in the upcoming games. Team Galactic will always be one of my favorites, mainly because of Cyrus. Believe it or not, there's a sad story behind his past and why he became quote-unquote evil. I'm not going to spoil anything because I made a theory called Cyrus was a good guy where I give a lot more details. Team Galactic's goal, unlike its predecessors, was huge. It did not involve just money or the Pokemon world. Cyrus wanted to recreate the entire universe by getting rid of the human spirit. For the first time we had a team that was driven by hardcore philosophy, and I identify a lot with Cyrus for his strong will to never give up. He might be pursuing evil intents, but you have to admit that it takes a lot to keep going even after you're shut down many times by a kid. Team Cypher. They were the antagonists for both Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness. This team is mainly on the list because, you guessed it, Shadow Pokemon. Up to this day, the idea of having Shadow Pokemon in my team haunts my thoughts, and I can't stop but wonder why Game Freak doesn't implement them in the main series games. Now these guys are pure evil. As a rule of thumb, when you challenge any of the evil teams, if you win the Pokemon battle, they will just leave crying. But not these guys. It is implied in the games that they attack people. They take hostages and even have engineered Shadow Pokemon to attack humans. And you can see this when a Shadow Pokemon enters Hyper Mode. So these guys you don't want to mess with. Alright guys, you knew this was coming. Team Plasma has to be the evil team that took everyone by surprise. For once, the team was not just pure evil on sight. It really appeared as if they were fighting for a worthy ideal, the liberation of Pokemon. Usually when you meet an evil team, you know right away they're doing something horrible. And I know I'm not the only one that had second thoughts after the first speech by Ghetsis. He was in fact making some legitimate points. The introduction of Ant didn't help either and left me even more confused whether I should be really taking down these guys. But it wasn't until later in the games that we found out that Ghetsis is a master at manipulating people, and he is in fact an evil psychopath you don't want to mess with. For the awesome plot, great music, and overall a unique experience, Team Plasma takes my number 1 spot any day. Well, there you have it Pokemon fans, those are my top 5 evil teams. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to let us know who your favorite evil team is in the comments below. With the upcoming Pokemon Sun and Moon games, I really think we are in for a unique experience with Team Skull. Only a few months away. Man, I can't wait. Well, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.